Is it on? Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Hello. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Yeah. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. All right. Hi. Hello. Good afternoon. Oh, my. Good afternoon. Hello. Whoa, okay. Hi. Ooh. Playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on the treadmill. Hell yeah. Multitasking. All right. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Bunch of Yeet the Fan Machine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Little Bear. There was a live stream yesterday testing the setup. We're live. What is this flashing at me now? No, MS Game Bar. No, I'm on a new rig. If you missed yesterday's adventures, quick catch up. I think I'm good. Level's good. Around here sound good. We'll just kind of chill there. Yeah, the in-game male's partying. Let's go clear that before I tell a story. Master fishing? What? Oh, geez. Ooh. What is this now? Pardon, my fingers are dumb. I should have read that pop-up. Here we go. Oh, no way. Oh, no way. Oh, my God. It's gigantic. Holy shit. Holy shit, what a gift. Oh my God, the music's rocking. It's a big boy. It's huge. What a cool spider. Crab. Lobster. I'm gonna go with a very fertile spider. And those aren't claws, those are those bongo things that fertile spiders have. That's what I'm going with. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, we got a little caught up and missed some cosmic exploration along the way. That was yeah. Danners, thank you for the 30 months. Hello. Rogue Mage. Thank you for the super. Greetings from my backyard. I got a 2000 swing set from a neighbor for only 80, and I'm spending the week sanding off the weathering and resealing it. That sounds badass. I had a trampoline growing up, and it was nice. Trampolines are pretty good. Why is the horizon partying? Perhaps the sun is doing a little dance. Let's go to everyone's favorite city, Old Doll, then, and see if the sun is partying there as well. Oh my God, wait, what? Wait, he was here last night? Am I on the right? Wait, where is everybody? Where's the Pope? Where'd everybody go? There's you all. Pope? Oh God, did the maintenance kick off the Pope? Oh, I guess that might. Yeah, that makes sense. The Pope would probably have to. Yeah, okay. All right. Everything's okay. We'll see you soon, Pope. All right. So yeah, he'll be back. Anyway, hi everybody. Hi everyone. I went on a bit of a journey yesterday. So over the course of the break, my break, spring break for the children. So I was making lunches. I made almost every meal the whole break. I was doing dinner. I was making lunch. I was making breakfast. We went to the zoo. We went to the aquarium. We went to the beach. We went, we did all your favorites. We did the pool, all the favorites. Classic spring break. So I go to turn on my computer on Sunday. Everything's fine. Computer starts. I'm like, I'm going to manage these wires. Hell yeah. Got under there, plugged and unplugged some wires. All surge protected. And lo and behold, I go to turn back on my computer and it goes pop. The computer made a pop sound. And there was no smoke. And I'm used to smoke with my pops because that's a power supply. But there was no smoke. But still, I've done this before. No big deal. So I go out, I buy a power supply. I come back home, I plug in the power supply. Nothing happens. I do the paperclip trick where you fold the paperclip in half and you shove it down port 5 and 4 of the motherboard connection in a power supply. Old power supply turns on just fine. So the motherboard died. And all those weird little freezes and crashes and anything else weird that happened over the last 2 weeks of streams, particularly during the Metal Gear Solid, seems to just be the motherboard slowly dying. So the motherboard died on the big doghouse tower. I called them up. They were freaking awesome. They said, oh, well, let's check the power supply. I said, already did. They said, cool, ship it to us. They sent me a FedEx sticker, slapped it on the computer, and my computer is currently flying to Texas. So, woo, Doghouse Systems, keeping it under warranty. They're going to take care of that. But in the meantime, I had no computer. So yesterday we were offline as I ran about. What the hell is all this? Wait, there's more mounts? Volatile gravity vacuum suit identification? Interstellar, I want to read damsel whistle. I do have the hollow specs if you want to keep those. I will happily take everything else. I'll very happily. But if you wish to keep your hollow specs, that is my warning at the moment. So, the motherboard given to a random viewer. Awesome. Shall do. Thank you so much. So the computer died. It was dead. It wouldn't start. Modern motherboards aren't like old motherboards where there was like no way to turn them on via the motherboard without like getting a screwdriver and like connecting a circuit. They have flashing lights. They've got LEDs. They've usually got a little like number ticker on there. Nothing was turning on. Completely dead. So that is off to the Texas. I don't. Why are those shadows dancing like that? So I'm on a different rig. I ran around yesterday, put together a rig of sorts. I will not tell you what's in it, but there was a rig being planned and built as a backup rig, like having a job, maybe, 2 cars. If your car is your livelihood, you might want a second car in case it doesn't start so you can get to work. So we were thinking along those lines, you know what? We probably shouldn't be a single computer household. It's probably a better idea to make sure there's some sort of backup in the house. Shadows updated at a different rate. Oh, do you think it's the... Nah, it's nighttime. And my personal shadow is looking all right. I think that particular shadow is just kind of weird. We'll stop looking at it. So that's what happened. So I'm here on a new rig using parts available to me, and I'm able to stream this week. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for supporting at supportofbromance.com. Thank you for joining us on the Discord. Thank you for supering. Thank you for 38 months. Tara, thank you. Happy hatching tide. Yes, there's a lot of things to do in Final Fantasy XIV. And FanFest is coming up, and I'm getting quite excited about that. And I have a samurai that I 100% want for the next expansion to be my main, but it is still under level. Where am I at? I'm at 92 at the moment. So there's all sorts of fun little activities. And speaking of which, I'm going to head to, I'm going to go get myself a journal here. And I'm going to play this video game like an insane person. I'm going to play this video game like one might naturally play it in the comfort of their own home. Oh, streaming category has nothing on Twitch. That's right. I forgot to update that. Thank you for the heads up. I'm going to play what I want. I've got a long list of things. We're going to make a list in a moment of things I do want to do. That will include the Hatching Tide because I kind of want those shirts. It will include some leveling. It might include some Tatar's Grand Adventure. But every time I feel a little like, you know what? I don't really feel like reading anymore. I'm going to leave. And I'm going to go do something else. Like level a bit. And all that kind of thing. And should we get bored of primary ways to get XP, we'll leave and go do something else that gives XP. Because I can tell you, come next week when we're into Final Fantasy VI, the streams are going to be super focused. It's going to be very much like we're doing this, and this is what there is on the telly. Is that me? That's me slightly there. So might as well enjoy the whimsy before things get too crazy. I know things here at Grinding Gear tend to be very well organized, televised, but in the later parts of an MMO, there comes a time where there's just a lot of little things to do. And that's what I want to do. Next week, all FF6. Well, I mean, Tuesdays and Thursdays for 6 hours a day. And that'll take us well past FanFest, likely. I think that game clocks in around 56 hours. And at the rate we go, probably longer than that. It's apparently a pretty big one. The Pelu Pelu Society quests give you XP. All right. Maybe we'll check it out. Bit random, but did you guys ever do the role quests in Endwalker? No. No. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Role quests in Endwalker are a bit of a sore point for me because it's like the Mass Effect Citadel DLC. We missed him in the moment. We were hyped to see the end. And naturally playing at home, I would have done role quests along the way with the levels. And like going back and having a nice date with Garrus. Now that I know the end, it's been hard to get involved in. It's been hard to want to like revisit Endwalker because in my brain, I'm like, the end. That was beautiful. But I know that they're all different characters. They're all different ways. I just would have naturally played them along the way of that journey. And so the natural flow of doing that content was broken. And it's just hard to, it feels forced to be like, I have to get back in there. And yeah, absolutely. I'm going to do them. I can do... Yeah, Mass Effect Citadel DLC should have just been part of the game. That was super weird, and it just felt wrong to know that it was all fake at that point. But yes, I plan to do them, and they're certainly on the list for this week. Let's make a list, shall we? I think that's a great idea. Let me find a list making tool here. Oops, that's gonna be the wrong one. Hang on. There's about to be a Garrett on screen. I am not Garrett. I'm Kyle. We have different opinions. We are two distinct people who feel different things sometimes. All right. So we'll use this face here since that lost the thumbnail contest. The Kyle thumbnail contest. We'll use this to make a little list here. We'll kind of put them off to the side there. Get a little text action. Have we considered fusing together into one person? But then what would we disagree about? It just wouldn't be the same. All right. So, Whimsy Week. Goals. Ogre Magi with two heads? They always argue. But we agree that we're enjoying the retro games a lot. And we enjoy Final Fantasy 14. Alright, so. Level. And these are in no particular order. Did I spell that correctly? How does one spell samurai? I believe that's right. Level of samurai. Oh, we need to right justify this. Otherwise, I have my own things. Where is that? Auto. There it is, paragraph. All right, so we need to level a samurai. I'm willing to commit all kinds of streaming sins this week, like grand adventure. Why are you going that way? Are you insane? There we go. Like grand adventure, like just do a quest of it and then be like, that's enough reading, and walk away. Level a samurai. Yeah, probably. Well, we should probably do that before learn samurai so that we're actually practicing a decent rotation when we go for it. Roll quest. Endwalker. Things, just things that give XP. So they'll be like variant. What else gives good XP? Book stuff. Island Sanctuary? No. No, I don't think that gives XP. Oh, Hatching Tide. Yes, Hatching Tide. Hatching Tide. The Omega, we did some amount of quests to unlock Omega. We saw the bar at the edge of the universe. I don't know how far we got. That might be a little weird. Oh yes, deep dungeon. I mean, there could be some deep dungeon. Gold saucer. I don't think those give XP. Random ass PvP might give XP. Particularly in like a daily roulette kind of thing. Yeah, I think that ties into, general XP things. I hate frontlines. Oh my god, frontlines. I want to understand them, and I've tried And, oh, that is some second screen content. But I do agree it's good XP. We did unlock, pixies. You could do a praetorium. You don't need to understand it, just run and play along. Well, as a healer, that was... I actually, no. Wait, hang on. Because... DP melee still get, like, the I don't take half damage thing, right? Don't you get a buff for just, like, being melee and you're, like, half invincible? So it should be okay. Pelu Pelu. Could I do those at 92? I want a white mage someday so I can shoot a giant laser. I like Crystalline Conflict. That's good. Requires 90 minimum. Yeah, I'd probably just stick on Samurai in that case. I don't know anything about the Astrologian PvP abilities. Super OP. All right, but let's start there. So step one. Where would I? Pelu. Pelu. Is that where? No. No. Seems like, oh, it was a nighttime thing. Look at that. Daytime shadows are fine. Anyway, I'm on a new rig right now. There might be all kinds of weird stuff. I ran as many updates as I could that I could think of. This is an AMD build rather than an Intel build, so I'm learning all kinds of new things. I am going to do Hatching Tide first so I get a t-shirt. Where do I go for that? Old Gridania, of course. Stealing all the holidays. Old Gridania. Get out of here. I don't need this information. Black Shroud, New Gridania. Oh, I only get glasses? Oh, I guess I did miss the shirt. I got this fabulous outfit. The shirt's more Garrett's thing. Very well. I'll have a fat pile of glasses. No, the t-shirt wasn't Little Lady's Day. It was this outfit. What the hell was the t-shirt? That must have been something else. Oh, this was Valentine's Day. It's just, I got confused because there were two little ladies I was helping. They need to put more men. So I don't confuse Valentine's Day and Little Ladies' Day then. That's their fault. That's not mine. Too many ladies. All right, we're gonna get some glasses. An unimportant man. Tell me his name if he was so great. Where's my water? Jackie, thank you for the 21 months. The cake duty was brutal to max out. You're braver than I. Granted, I did the cake duty solo, and not the best decision. Totally a fun activity if you were doing it like with friends and hanging out and racing and having a good time. But, oh, solo was not the right choice. Oh, excuse me. I meant to right-click that. It's an excellent season. I think I completed a cake and a half. Why is my right? I want my other click. Shit. I'm not trying to do this. I'm trying to increase the size. Why isn't my right click working to change the size of the things? Okay, anyway, going back in time here. That's the spear. How lovely to see you again, Val. Remember me? Yes. We had another vision to share. This year I dreamt of a marvelous golden egg rising from the flora. As we speak, our dreamers. I didn't think it was too bad, yeah. Black Shroud for participating in lifting the shrubbery and reenacting my dreams. Successfully, seekers will be awarded with very stylish glasses. Although no time has passed since I've heard word from dear Nonata, who has organized the operation, I cannot help but worry that something has gone awry. If only I could go and find her myself, but alas, I have duties to attend to here. Of course, Val. Perhaps you would be so kind as to speak to Nono out in my stead? Why did they pause the... Thank you. I'd hope she'd return to Gridania safely. It would be worth checking the Eathrite Plaza before venturing any further afield. She, too, is wearing a pair of our thematic glasses. Hers are in the shape of a chicken. This was a mini game as well. I do like all the mini games. I think they've done a good job enhancing the holidays. I'm just really curious about what Yoshi P's talking about with the whole we've got too much to announce at FanFest. We got to have a live letter. There's too much to announce business. Because I really don't think Final Fantasy XIV needs to compete or change. It's cozy. It's been doing what it's doing for so long, it might as well just keep doing it. People like what they do. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. How delightful. Where we got? We need a little Lalafell action. That is not my Lalafell action.
There we go.
That's way too high.
That's too high. That's acceptable. My glasses! They're a prize for participating in this year's Hatching Tide festivities, but...
Marvelous! I chased leafy beasts and discovered the most fortuitous chicken, but alas, I must away. I look forward to these Hatching Tide festivities, these springtime delights.
Oh, hello, Val. Happy Hatching Tide to you. How can I be of service? Geely sent you? I suppose I've been gone for a while, but I have been troubling hiding eggs in the area. As I was working, these tall, thick grasses suddenly sprung forth. I tried to trim them back, but not even my best garden scythe could make the smallest impression. At best, I managed to snip a couple leaves. Now, I cannot help but worry our arena is carpeted not by typical brambles, but by very leafkin. We can hardly send our egg hunters into the nest of monsters. Oh, what to do? Would you help? A godsend, truly. Then let us set by gathering information about the particular plant, though I know adventurers generally prefer to slay monsters first and ask questions later. I shall head to the Botanist Guild. In the meantime, if you could ask around the canopy regarding the strange specimen, I would greatly appreciate it. Here, take one of these leaves I managed to salvage. Let us reconvene at the Aetheryte Plaza once we've gathered what information we can.
Personally, I'm a really big fan of studying the monsters before they kill them. Like The Witcher. I like The Witcher style of doing things. I guess I just head down the hill and... Alright, okay. I'll just head down the hill. Get some glasses. Set up a new outfit. And head to some XPing. Are you of this variety? I'm looking for leaves. While I am well versed in leaves, steeps, and a myriad of tea, my knowledge can offer no insight in this particular specimen. My apologies. However, We did have a guest come in and search a strange leafkin just moments ago. An elven gentleman wearing shaded spectacles. He introduced himself as an alchemist specializing in the study of wild beasts. While he did seem somewhat eccentric, perhaps an expert of his standing might offer assistance you require. I believe he was bound for Old Gridania, should you desire to speak him out. Breezy adventure. Hey there, handsome. You looking to hire? I'm good with the lands. Nope, take these plans. Oh, I recognize this. A whole swarm of leafkin were crowding a corner in the Black Shroud just the other day. Never seen anything quite like it. So I tried to give it a poke. But wouldn't you believe it? The leaves and flowers just kept growing back. Easy as you please. Eventually I gave up. It's one thing I can't stand. It's feeling impotent. You and me both. Are you actually? Oh. Figured you were part of something else with the whole assistant thing going on. This leaf, I dare say it comes from a variety of flytrap. We often receive portions regarding the roselets, or petitions, but I don't believe I've seen leafkin of this particular shade of green. Curious. Just a typical plant life flourishes during this season, so do leafkin. I would not be surprised if a barren strand has developed in the process. If you require assistance in culling it, do not hesitate to ask. Oh, thank you, Limiting Zero, for the Prime. I do appreciate it during a time of second computer building. Good morning. The alchemist has nothing to do with it. They never experiment on anything. It's gonna be fine. You're back. Perfect timing. Excuse me, who is this? Perfect timing.
According to the folk in the Botanist Guild, the leaves belong to a type of highly durable leafkin. So durable, in fact, pieces you discovered are possessed, apparently, and still very much alive. What did you discover? So others been similarly unsuccessful in cutting them back, in which case developing an alternative strategy does seem in order. The alchemist mentioned seems to be a good lead, don't you think? An Ellison with shaded spectacles, perhaps there was that fellow with whom I was speaking with earlier. He did say something about chasing a leafy beast after all. Let's head over there and see if we can find him.
I don't know where the Alchemist Guild is. There, that looks right. We'll just do that. I was fortunate that I had several parts already, but indeed, when computers do explode, one must adapt. But what is this then? The Weeds of Whimsy? No, we're going this way. It says go this way. I watched the first 5 episodes of the One Piece. Basically caught up to where I was when I watched the show. Morning! Tell you that the Tales of have contextual skits similar to the codec calls? Wait, like a party room? I was a really big fan of the codec calls in Metal Gear Solid. It obviously did a vast majority of the story lifting. It was the black box theater radio play that you put on top of the simplified graphics that made the whole thing sing. And to me, it was very, very much the exact same thing as Brood War. StarCraft, where the characters interacted, and then once you were in the game, the interactions were pretty bare bones, but you had Rainer's face, you had Phoenix, and you knew their personalities, even though you just had little units that could die quite easily. So how do these work? Do you get a call? As you explore the world, there are skits that your party banters and lore info. Does it pop up like a full arrest screen, because I actually prefer that nowadays to playing in the background like a Diablo. I even prefer like BioShock, where you have to put the record in the player and then you have to stay in the range of the player. There's kind of an ebb and flow of a game that lets you eat a sandwich. That's really nice. Okay, so it's kind of like a call, an incoming call from Rob64. You kind of press it. That sounds cozy. Yeah, I never absorb anything during gameplay. That's why I got a little lost in Warframe, but I don't think I got to the good part anyway. Not to say I was in the bad part, but it was clearly going somewhere, and the amount I played didn't get to that somewhere. I'm gonna tell you, this has no bearing. This has no bearing on what we're actually gonna do. But I really, really want to play, I believe it's Xenogears. And that was, what, 1998? I don't want to, like, hold the world hostage on the way to Final Fantasy VII. What year was Final Fantasy VII? 1997. Okay, that'd be right after Final Fantasy VII. So I am going to be making a huge petition, Garrett's direction, that we play Xenogears after Final Fantasy VII. I think that game looks freaking sick. And there was one of those like back of the box synopsis, and I was like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, let's question existence with giant robots. I've done this before. This sounds excellent. Xenogears was originally going to be FF7. Was it actually... Was it Square? Who made it? Developer Square. Huh. That's weird. That's weird. Why'd they make that choice? Jack Herbert, thank you for the Prime. Glad you can join me when I'm on the Twitch site. Yes, I am available on Twitch. Xenogears did end abruptly due to the rights being lost. Xenoblade Trilogy. I'm not making any petition promises for Xenoblade. I've heard Xenoblade is essentially a solo play MMO and is just massive. We're definitely doing Chrono Trigger. That's already on the slate. That's definitely happening. If I don't mind the last third being a visual novel, I have experience with these kind of things. I have many experiences being a 90s kid with things just farting off at the end and being okay with it. Over the break, my project was to read through all of Hellsing. And for my birthday, Garrett got me the Hellsing book, like the first volume, the big red volume. And God, I love that original shit. Like that first couple episodes with Alucard. Oh my God. The Japanese voice actor, the English voice actor, they live in my head. They're so freaking sick. Both performances are freaking amazing. Tonally nails it. Love it. But essentially, after the bad guy makes his speech, that entire story just goes wackadoo. Completely insane. Kind of hard to follow and sort of difficult to stay interested in. But my God, that original chunk is really sick. Yeah, Alucard, the original. I got to meet him once. He's freaking awesome. Granted, this was in 2012. But this was back in the day when the BlizzCon was small enough that they'd have the voice actor panel, and then the voice actors would just like step off the stage and walk into the crowd and hang out. And it was a sweet time. Got to meet Clotworthy and the Tychus voice actor, and I think Jennifer Hale took off pretty fast, but she knew she was gonna have trouble getting out of that crowd if she just did that. Anderson's freaking sick. There's so much. They fight some purple guy at the end of the original anime. It's bizarre. It's freaking bizarre. Yeah, I really can't pick. Honestly, I'd have a hard time picking between Yu-Gi-Oh voice actors, but it's so bothersome that he's like, Taya, he's like a little boy, and then he becomes Yu-Gi-Oh! When the Japanese is just him sounding more confident, and it makes way more sense, and it just feels right and better. But I love that original voice cast. I love Joey Wheeler. I love all that shit. So good. The fortuitous chicken has found me again, along with the gentleman of adventures. Yeah, that bad guy made no sense. Oh, they went hard. You know, it's more that it just turned into a bunch of violent scribbles. It was a really weird reading experience. The dance of Rosiki, Celtic Guardian. That's what we do. Sounds like me. Who's talking? Who the hell is Heblin? Wait, what? Who is Heblin? Herblin? Wait, who the hell is Herblin? He's a respectable Elizon. She's no. Oh, his name hasn't updated. Okay. What? Why, this is a very leaf we've been pursuing for moons upon moons, moons upon moons upon moons upon moons. That is to say, if you are seeking assistance in combating this menace, I would be happy to help.
We would be much obliged. As an alchemist, would you say that it's some sort of concoction might be effective against these creatures?
Oh ho ho! Doubt you not the efficiency of my concoctions, little chicken. With this aberrant leaf in my possession, Herbrin the Great can finally realize his purpose and travel the Twelves Wood. Can finally seize his quarry by stalk and wrestle into submission. But my very enthusiasm overcomes me. You see, as I was poring over the leafkin of this very persuasion, my eyeballs were subjected to quite a piece of mischief. Since then, they burn like all the seven hells if exposed to sunlight, wind, and most anything. So long as I wear these tinted lenses, I can remain upright and free of blinding pain and nausea for several bells at a time, quite long enough to brew a tincture that shall spare you from both a simple fate. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have ingredients to procure from the shaded bower.
Wait, at least allow me to foot the bill.
Qatar, thank you for the super. My group got accepted in the FanFest Glamored for Life. I will be Sugar Riot. Have some new computer money. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support. And congratulations on your upcoming entry. I'm very excited for FanFest. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting to see all of it. It's going to be a good time. Good morning, Kendrick. Where am I going? Right there. I've never watched an abridged thing for that reason. I've seen clips of it, and it's funny. But I do think it's kind of weird that it inhabits the brain in such a way that people tend to not even bother watching the real thing. Not to say I don't watch a good old-fashioned... what's Dead Meat? I like Dead Meat. I used to watch a lot of Dead Meat. And he covers summaries of horror movies. And all I want to see is the monster clips. And I usually don't want to watch the human stuff. So it's a perfect rundown. I don't want to watch a real horror movie. I just want to see the monsters. Sword Online Abridged is better than the original. Okay, well, but now we're talking about something very different. We're talking about something completely different. A show that is... Well, you know, actually, Sword Art Online might be an okay example of something that I can just ignore the ending of. But the ending is also like 400 episodes compared to the original 8 I actually like. That one's complicated. Just the bare sight of the seas imbued me with untold mercantile stamina, like lightning flashing my gill. Like lightning flashed my gill? And like a mountain grew my spoils? I struggle to read sometimes, but I'm not sure what he's talking about. Now then, I must gather my thoughts. The leafkin in question are a troublesome strain, a fly trap possessed of vitality so great that it sprouts forth with abundance from the very spot where it's been shorn. Therefore, by thwarting its regenerative properties... I like his tie. We may cut this terror down in size, not only by metaphorical sense, but literal. You two have been living pieces of its tender floral flesh, combined with my chosen ingredients. They should yield a distillation that will forestall the creature's recovery. The effect will be temporary, but a skilled hand need only a few moments. No, soak your scythe in the Urban's Bane and mow with all your might. What wonderful news!
Can you imagine the creatures were only susceptible to fire? The egg hunt through the field of ash is hardly what Geely dreamed of.
Fire! Heavens forfend, my dear chicken! The act of snipping in itself is transcendent communication, or so they say. What? To inhale the life breath of the forest, to welcome in one's heart the bounty of the land, to occasionally have one's eyes squinted with burning venom, squirted with burning venom. These are the experiences we live for. Not to mention all the free samples of plant life to be gained along the way. We are not... I would like nothing better than to slice the strawberry by your side. However, I have every confidence that a brave adventurer such as yourself will succeed where I have failed. Now let us commence. Make me the happiest man in the realm and bestow upon me your leaves in marriage. I like him. Yeah. Forging. What? Just as oil dissolves oil, the extract of this leaf shall counteract their own regenerative properties. What is he banging? Whereas should be thusly, that should be yes. From all angles, may your scythe strike true. Isn't this her scythe with oil on it? Can we keep it? Is that one of the rewards? I offer up my masterpiece, my soul, my well-lubricated garden scythe. In your hands, may it hack away our hardships. Exterminate. Oh, God.
Let's not get too carried away, shall we? Think of the children. Now that our garden scythe is equipped to cut back the fly traps, we are one step closer to reclaiming our arena. Rest assured, your efforts will be rewarded with exclusive Hatchathon gifts. But, do take care to avoid any squirting venom.
Herman the Upright would like to join this sortie to observe the effects of his alchemical miracle insofar as they can be observed with scalded eyeballs. Of course.
Let us watch Val's work from a safe distance. Arena is a fair walk from here, so I will have the Dreamers arrange for a chocobo carriage. Come and find me when you're ready to depart.
I mean, it's a new mini game. These are all new mini games, right? I feel like the cake wasn't done before, and that took a little bit of infrastructure to build. Did the t-shirt event have a event? I'm currently in a controller setup, and I'm about to go into a thing I don't know. Let's switch back to Astrologian. Oh, God, that's right. I changed computers, and everything's broken. It was a fate where you had to press the right colors. You cheered for idols. Seasonal event instance unlocked. Sprig cleaning. Wield a special garden scythe and slay troublesome traps and retrieve Archon eggs. All classes and jobs are eligible to participate. Speak with the egg usher in the amphitheater to travel to the arena. When you're ready, I shall escort you to the arena. In order to continue this quest, you must first clear 4 stages of sprig cleaning. Is it solo? Cleaning spirits. Ooh, the cover. Do I just run in and start? Oh wow, oh that okay. Okay, that's cute. That's a cute move. Reducing mouse speed. Did I do it? Oh, I'm adventuring. Oh, I figured it was just gonna keep. Oh. Okay. It's like Fruit Ninja, where I get more points the more I can kill with a single hit. I've Fruit Ninja'd quite recently. Oh, I have some sort of ultimate. The Spriginator. Do I just go stand in the middle? Oh, that's cute. Special brilliant eggs. That's actually kind of that's a cute little mini game. Magnificent work.
Thanks to you, our Hatching Tide participants may search for eggs in safety and comfort. Urban.
Indeed, my alchemical solution exceeds my very expectations. You have delivered me a vision, a dream. Not to mention, sprigs are the most troublesome trap. How shall I probe? How shall I stare? All without risk to what remains of my vision. Oh ho.
Oh, well, I'm glad he seems pleased with the results. Go ahead and tell... No, wait, no. Wait, no. No. I just got here.
I just learned how to do this. I want to do it again. Oops. That feels like it should have like a move tracker. Oh, shoot. Oh, wrong. Oh, shame. We got a nice stack. What's this? What's this? Yeah, that's kind of satisfying. That's nice. This feels nice. I could do this. I could do this for a while. Well, luckily I rent. I have no garden chores, except for the plants that I own that I water, but watering's chill. I own herbs. I own a lime tree. The proud owner of a lime tree. A Hercules fern. Well, oh, well, why would I want to alt when... What's this thing about? I don't want to alt until it's maximum satisfying. Why are you yelling at me? I haven't reached maximum satisfaction yet. Is this maximum satisfaction? Oh, I didn't reach the edge. I mean, you could just run inside your own garden. Nothing's stopping you. I think you can buy a scythe. I think you can just go purchase one. I've never seen like a scythe, like a necromancer scythe at a Home Depot, but I'm sure you can just get one. Is my cleaning spirit advancing? Or I guess that's like my... Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. They do look dangerous, but they look, you know, I think there's a rhythm you hit. If you have a real Ren Fair in range, you might be able to go to one. Which one's Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D? Is that the one with the houses that Kaiba made? Like Hogwarts? And Slyther's house sucks and gets no funding? Because F that Yugi guy? Oh, it's the one with the bikes. Okay, I watched all that. The bikes weren't actually that big of a part of it. Like, 1 in every 5 fights was on a bike. And the English voice actor for the Vegeta character, that accent was rough. I love him as Bakura, and I think it works there, but I don't know what he was thinking bringing that accent to that table. Our arena's filled with Leafkin. No wonder presentation's been taking longer than expected. I'm glad to hear the issue has been resolved and that everyone escaped unscathed.
Not only did Val clean up those sprigs and sprouts, he managed to retrieve what eggs were lost in the foliage. We should be ready to hide eggs anew and begin the festivities.
No, that is not the seal of Orichalcum, but same quality level. But sometimes you just want more Yu-Gi-Oh, so it doesn't matter. I would like to thank the alchemist, who was crucial in this operation. Do you think Master Herberin is still in Gridania? Eureka!
The man himself. You sound, cheerful?
Nice glasses. Fair chicken, cheerful does not describe half my mood. For Herberin the Peerless has made a discovery for the ages. From the leafkin samples you provided me, I was able to concoct a regenerative ointment for my poor blistered eyeballs. I'm cured! My habit of sticking my face too close to my objects of study has at long last served me well. For where once venom splashed, so did an antidote. Can you imagine how we might have manipulated the properties of these fantastic creatures? We could have developed cures upon cures, devised agents upon agents. We are witness to a golden age of alchemy, rising resplendent from the fields of felled leafkin. Goodness. This must be what the eggs in my dreams represented, the bright hopes of the future that this discovery portends. Must have been. So, it was you, my oval comrades, who spoke of destiny, had I but listened. Alas, Herberin has been a fool. But no longer. I shall hereby heed the wisdom of the eggs and continue my work with full faculties, all thanks to you.
You seem to possess a great appreciation for the spirit of Hatching Tide, and also a pair of our promotional glasses.
Oh, these? These I wear not for protection against the elements, but as a reminder of the catalyst that changed my fate forever. It does me proud to see how hatching time brings joy to one and all, and our celebration must scarcely begun. Val, please accept these glasses as a token of our appreciation. You have more than earned them. That ballroom dance. Our dreamer will continue to patrol the area, but we may as well need some further trimming. Your assistance will be appreciated and rewarded with special hatching time gifts. I think that was the first dance I ever unlocked. It was certainly better than the dance I came with, which is that half-hearted foot thing. He's having a good time. Let him have his moment. He's just having a good time. No harm, no foul. There we go. Had to press buttons. Ah! The shopkeep is usually just right over here. But it's empty. Who's got the goodies for all my eggs that I done created? Is it you? Oh, heh. Well, that's nice of them to work them in. Anybody else? Oh. Darling. Surprised to see me after watching you revolutionize the arcade, and I wanted to broaden my own horizons, see things I've never seen, try things I've never tried, and in turn, a rough and tumble egg hunt is great fun. Anyway, stop by the gym next time you're in Alexandria. We'll always be happy for you. What? I remember heavy breathing. That was weird. That was a weird one. I would not have remembered him without the heavy breathing. Who sells me things? My God. The Dreamer. Oh. Thank you. How many did I get? How many of these do I have? I have 29. Okay. Wait, what's the different... Wait. The chicken... Oh, you can buy them as headpieces for glamming or put them in the glasses dimension? That's really cute. Yeah, that's really cool that they offer both. I guess there are a few instances where you might want to do it. Yeah, You could also break it by wearing 2 pairs of glasses at once, like a granny going for a drive. Or you could, yeah, you could have one up on your head. That's nice too, because I can actually see the... I mean, I think I'm gonna do... I want the egg ones. Oh, accessories don't work in dungeons? Oh, I wouldn't have thought of that as a limiting factor. Do they work in trials? Wait, hang on. Yeah, I feel like I've always had glasses on in trials, but I've never checked my face in dungeons because I don't really inspect my things. Oh, okay, so just conflating probably, like wings and stuff. They're not lies. It was an assumption based on other truths, and I chose to believe it. I already have that one, so we'll add that to the business there. These are all real people. Are you just pondering that egg? Okay. Oh wow, look at you, a realm reborn man. Oh, that might be the best. That might be the best mix of horns I've seen. That's a good look. All right, let's run. Enough talking. Enough talking. The whimsy continues. It's ridiculously RNG based. Why? Because you're hoping to get better outlines of plants. All right, I need to go get a wondrous tale. Oh, yeah. You know, he's just there. He's not clickable though. But he wants some glasses. Now, to embarrass myself by not quite remembering where it is. I did it in one go. Sometimes you get 20 eggs, sometimes you get 70. Okay, I can see how optimization could remove the fun there. Sometimes we must be in charge of our own fun and stop while the fun is fun. Okay. Complete a duty. If I feel like I've tried to solo these and it didn't work. Like if I were to just go into... I can't solo a Heavenward Alliance raid. So I could just go in and solo Emanation Extreme. Can I do that? All right, let's try that. I can't think of anything that would be wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna do it on Sam. I don't think I could solo Seed of Sacrifice. No, I believe that just blows me up. So I'd have to do... No, wait. I can do this. And then what I would do here. Unrestricted party. And then I would not level sync, so I'm a level 92, right? As that's it? Okay. No DD. Oh, right. That's on me. I can't think of anything that would go wrong in here. Wait. Except for I don't remember there being 2 random ladies in the front. But I guess that's just something that probably happened early on.
Open your hearts to me.
I'll take that serious. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Can't believe Garrett doesn't like this song. Just to throw him under the bus while he's not here. Oh, I can't do anything directional. What? I don't remember this one. I don't remember this one. I don't think he likes sitars, is what it comes down to. I might be dying, but that's okay. I have Blood Thing, right? Blood Thing will save me. Oh, that's right. Where do I keep my second wind? I think I keep it up here.
I shall free you from your hate.
I know ultimately I'm probably going to need to get rid of my 3 copies of the exact same button strategy. Oh, shoot. I don't remember. We have arms. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. I thought of it too late. Was that a required arm's length? Oh. Linger in your body to temporarily disguise yourself as the duty action? Okay, that's a required duty action. Okay.
To violence. Open your hearts to me.
I did not remember that part. But I think this is the one we did the same night as Suzaku? Because it was so short. Wait, what is that? Wait. Where's my top one? My top one? There we go.
You know your soul's way heavy.
Good old times. Good old no pants Suzaku night. That was a good time. Suzano, yes. Getting my Su's all wrong. And then I have that set as like a, looks like a middle, a click down with the right stick. I feel like I did a duty action after Stormblood, right? Didn't I? I feel like I've dutied recently. But I don't remember.
I shall free you from your hate.
Well, Omega is Stormblood, so that tracks with the facts being stated. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, no. I've gone first person. It said right click. Oh, I just activated it. Okay, I must have clicked something else.
Surrender to bliss.
Oh no, I've done the cool lock-on thing.
You know your soul's way heavy.
Shit. I died. What'd I die to? Feel like I had half health though. Tank Buster. Okay. So that'll save me from that?
Open your hearts to me.
Man, where does that stuff go? We'll see if we can keep health higher. What's the cooldown on? 2 minutes there?
You know your soul's way heavy.
See if we can just... drop this off somewhere. Am I in charge of this? Seems like it. Oh, there's the pool. And we're catching that. And that hurts.
shall free you from your hate.
Okay. Nope, that doesn't work. Oh shit, where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. Now I took a quick show. Okay. I have to hold that down on controller in order to activate it.
Surrender to bliss.
I've activated the thing. Oh god, 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 second wind is too small. I'm out of juice. I'm out of things.
Your souls are stained.
Okay.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Okay. 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 That's working. Where's she going?
Hearken to me, my dreamers.
What was that? I don't remember that part. What about the blood thing? The blood thing's not ready yet. Oh god. Something's gonna happen again.
Rest your weary souls.
Okay, I got 18 seconds.
Bosom.
Should I be doing the thing? Should I be doing? I'm gonna do the thing. Hopefully that works. Where are my buffs? Where did I put them? Did I do it right? I think it faded. I think I'm dead. Oh, I'm good. I'm alive.
I shall free you from your hate.
Okay. All right. We're good. I'm confused. Seems okay. That seemed okay. Let's get back to doing that. Blood thing.
Your souls are stained.
I don't remember Big Lady. Okay. Hey! Okay, she slowly disappears. No tail, no death animation. I think my gear... Now, my gear is level 90 dungeon stuff. Because I'm 92. So that all makes sense. There was dot. For at least 10% of that fight, there was a dot. However, if you saw my dot, it was the tiniest thing in the world down in the corner. So let's fix that, shall we? Let's fix that, shall we? Where is oh, wait, okay, 1 year ago, Wescalber.
Welcome to the Samurai 1 to 100.
Does anything important happen in 94? This looks like it's an enhance of an ability already. Oh, okay, they're gonna change out my goofy picture. It's just an upgrade. What else? Enhanced. Okay. Looks like there's something at, what level is this? Level 100, I'm gonna get Zanshin. Deliver attacked all enemies a cone and, oh, that's just one of those cone things. Okay. So that shouldn't matter. To the beach. Button just turns into another thing. I think that's true. I think I have all buttons represented. But first, we need to get this target info status is super tiny and weird and living in an odd place. Target info status. I mean, do I really... All I really need to know is my own shiz. Okay, that works. That's living about there. I wish I could do this easier. But sometimes you just gotta eyeball it. Ah, it's off center. That'll do. I think I'll survive being a tiny bit smaller. Target. Pretty good. Excellent. Yeah, but then I'm not in the beach outside the house. All right. Oh, I'm missing Onigiri roll. Critical damage. Oh no, I have that. It's just on my AoE stuff, I believe. No, what is that there? No, does that come in somewhere else and become something else? I think I am missing that one. Oh, what's that question mark? Oh, I guess that doesn't exist anymore, whatever it was. What was that? Is this so? It delivers critical hit all enemies in a cone before you. No, we need to put that in. We need to put that in more often. So yeah, I think it's time to probably get rid of the multiple instances of Gyofu. Because it's a nice rhythm, because I get to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I gotta go visit over here, but it's still kind of, you know, on a 1, 2. But I think I'm out of buttons. What's the cooldown on this? Charge time, recast. Must have to do what with the thing? Alright, it's activated by using something else. What's the something else then? Because there's that, there's that, there's that. There's okay. So whenever I pop this, Grant's ready? Wait. Why doesn't that button just become that button then? Oh, okay, that's kind of a shame. So when I hit that, it becomes... I'm then able to do this part. Okay, it'd be kind of fun if that button turned into that button for a bit. Unless there's a way I can turn that on. I know there's some ways you can do that. Oh, because it turns into another button eventually? Okay. Okay, so we need to find some real estate. I mean, if it turns on after doing that, can probably move the ranged blast. You know, probably, okay, here's what we're gonna do. I think I like range blasting after I disengage. That's always fun. That's a nice little setup there. But I do not need meditate available at all times. But it's so cool, though. I want to meditate. So this activates on this, and then we can do maybe that. And there's that weird show thing, so we'll just put meditate there for now. That works. Half the time. I mean, there's going to be some fight someday, right? Where I just get to stand there and be cool. That's all I want. Like, I don't know, maybe fight for an Arcadian when she's getting her big Doc Ock arms out. Maybe I get to stand there for a bit. But I'm sure they are few and far between. Okay, let's see what this is about. So I hit this, and it just becomes that. Okay. Do I have that guy? Right, what's this guy doing? Deliver an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you with potency. Oh, I gotta hit it again because it turned into like a polar bear. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. If it wants to be pressed twice, that means it's gonna want to be in the rotation. If the button I'm missing is this one, you're going to have to excuse me. But I am not pressing this button for a very long time. I think the only dirty thing is I don't really have easy access to this guy. Deliver an attack with potency to all nearby enemies. What's that? That's 100 potency. This is 250, so there'd be no reason to do that. Okay. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to let Westcalibur tell me if I'm missing any buttons. This is enhanced, and then we're going to do opener. That's our opener, outro. Where's... Okay, he'll probably show it. So let's just...
Them to kick me out.
That covers the full toolkit for Samurai. It's a slow ramp up, with there overall not being many changes to the opener. The overall flow of the job changes more than openers, especially when considering burst windows every minute. So let's take time to review the full opener. This is the standard Samurai...
It says this is 1 year old. I don't think that's too old in the realm of Final Fantasy.
Opener. Samurai is a job that tends to change their opener on a per fight basis more than any other jobs. Generally, this opener will work even up into high-end content, so it's a baseline to follow. Just keep in mind each fight can have its own optimal opener. Starting with the pre-pull, Mikyo Shisui is used up to 14 seconds before the tank pulls.
Okay.
Given how tanks and casual content work, impatiently, you'll not get anywhere close to that. This early is just enough time to get all 3 GCDs, despite 14 seconds sounding way too early. We also try to pop True North immediately before the tank pulls.
I don't think I know this Poseidon-looking thing, but that's probably... There it is. Okay, that's some other thing. I don't need to worry about that right now. And then that's... What's this more Marsy-looking Poseidon thing? Okay. Oh, wait, do you like instant sticker? Upgraded 3 sticker attack? Well, how do you get 3 stickers when all you've done is Yukikaze?
Because Gecko and Kasha are both positionals and the boss is looking at the party to start. You're going to miss your positionals. True North will remove this problem for the first few GCDs. Gecko and Kasha come first for putting up buffs, with Iki Shoten coming in as soon as possible to give us access to its many benefits. Finish off gaining Sen for Tendo Setsugeka, spending Tendo from the pre-pull Meikyo. While we have enough Kenki for Zanshin, Senai being used is more important, both due to being comparable in power and the fact that it has a unique cooldown. Zanshin is merely tied to Iki Shoten, so using it at any time while party buffs are up, it's fine. That is why we have...
Okay, so what does this do? Deliver a critical hit with potency of 1,100. Damage dealt increases when under the effects that raise critical rate. Grants ready. Is this... What am I getting ready? Grants stack of meditation, that's fine. Madare, that's the big one. So is that not the big one there? Does this become that or something? So all you have to do, so eventually what's going to happen is you turn this on and then you automatically get to hit this button and then you get to hit this button. And then why? So why does he? So why does he? What's this Yukikaze sitting right here? That doesn't make any sense to me. That's the only part I'm really confused about. Or do you need a single sticker? You need 3 stickers, but where does he get 1, 2? Oh, I thought, okay, I was confused. I thought that this gave, it's a sticker spender, and then you would use this, and this gave you all your stickers, is the way I was interpreting what you said. Here's 1, 2, 3 stickers, and then for some reason, you're going to do this and this instead of... I don't even see the other picture, so this must not exist at 100. It replaces the normal. Okay. Then why isn't it on the list with the upgrades? But I won't need this at 100. So we can just ignore that for now. Because it's temporary. Oh. Like while under the effects of. It's only accessible. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Problem solved. Thank you so much. So that's just the normal shit. And you're getting, and that is why there's none of the pictures that I recognize as the big spenders, because those exist right here. Go into the second one, because probably Gecko does more damage than this guy. Gauge 10. Combo potency. Yeah, the combo potency does more damage. Okay, so you Gecko because that's going to give you more damage. Pop it. This was your previous Iki Shoten that is now being used as Ogi. Oh, and you have to refresh the... Oh, I guess because you do have this buff going from earlier. So yeah, you'd want that buff there. Okay. Into Panda Explosion. Oh, are we doing the red mage thing? We charge for deeps at melee range.
Tonight after Tendo,
Okay, I need to rebuild. Let's see. HUD layout. Where we got action bar 2. We're just gonna make a little. We're just gonna make a little thing, and it's gonna be like this. We'll let this. We'll let that live over there now. Wait, scrambles, is that a real thing? What's a ginkgo biblia? I see no ginkgo biblia. Damn you. And we're going to keep that on screen there. Yeah, that's going to live right there. And that is, we're going to make the thing with that, what in Stormblood I got rid of because I got good enough that it didn't matter. But now it matters again. We need a man. A man. I want a man. We could use second. Portraits is actually pretty good. We'll use portraits. No, wait. No, wait. No, wait. No, wait. Oh, no. Wait, gold saucer might be even better. No, wait. He's facing sideways. We'll do that. Since it looks like his heart is facing me. Is that hotbar is perfectly not visible by y'all. My apologies. Okay. From the rear. From the flank. And there we go. And never will mistakes be made. Because, to remind me, right there will be True North. There we go. A beautiful little diagram for the ages. No, it's not backwards. That's his front. That's why his heart is radiating. From behind, your heart wouldn't radiate like that because your spine would be in the way. Or maybe it's his stomach. It's his chi. It's his acupuncture shit, you know? His stomach is the fuel of his glowing and he's looking at us. Actually, you know what? This solves the issue, but you might be upset about it. Because we could use the Hosha font, because that's got lips on it. And now we are 100% sure that there are not lips on the back of his head. And we are going to attack the front. Well, it's not... I can't help you. If the diagram doesn't work beyond that, unless you know an emote that is perfectly targeted from above... with like a nose on it so we know which way they're facing. I think this is the best we can do. I think that's what we're gonna do. Arrow down. Oh, you know, an arrow that's not a bad idea, but I think this works. Okay. Okay, I'm a BRB. All right, do I have any good way to take this for a spin? Complete a duty in the following category, high level dungeon 90. Do I have any way to make that a reality that would be effective? Let us apologize. I think I just have to pick a dungeon. Still have I don't think because any roulette, this is high level 50, that's not gonna work. Leveling. Yeah, because this is anywhere from 50 to above. I guess we have a 51 through 59, 61 through 69, 70, high level 80, high level 90. So there's a good chance we could get one of those in there. Yeah, but does anyone present on this beach want to run One of the fancy level 90 dungeons we don't get to run very often. And can we queue for a random selection? Duty is level synced. I'm at the house beach right now. All right. 2 more. Oh, sweet. Invite to party. Invite to party. Excellent. Oh, wow. Look, it already worked out. Hell yeah. Double Sam. Don't post my stats on any weird websites. All right, I think it was... Can we use this? Can we like just sign up for a random assortment? Yeah, let's do... You know, let's do... I just want to do dead ends. Is that cool with y'all? We're okay if I just rip dead ends? I haven't been there enough. Heck yeah. Stormblood will not be silenced. Oh, hey, my portrait actually works.
There was a beautiful blue star that fell to pestilence and rotted inside and out. The more its people clung
So
to life,
weird.
the more it
I didn't get to do these dungeons very often. I guess it is all about just getting players through the MSQ with the high-end duty, with the expert roulette. But I think the expert could be larger.
until they curse not the illness.
But wouldn't the idea to be
but
to
their fellow
update
corrupted.
the base master eventually to access those things? I don't think I'm going to change your minds, Spamus. I think that's a good idea. I have no doubt that this was an expert for a while. Yes, I just missed it. It's very much a personal problem. I saw a lot of sadness about the blue mage delay. But it seemed like the majority of the complaints after the live letter were almost entirely tied to, hey, you didn't tell us when stuff's coming out, so I can't plan my time off. Please let me know when I should plan time off. I do not recall what I should be doing. So I apologize if I explode. Oh shit, I'm exploding. Things are looking very windy at the moment. I do kind of want that. The button's flashing at me, and I hope I'm not making it worse. I'm confused. I'm a confused man. I'm following the party. Yeah. Why am I not hitting? What? What's going on?
And the very last of them wish they had never been born at all.
Might actually get some upgrades out here. Yeah, I was latency jump scared. Yeah, I was slamming that there sticker button. No stickers were being produced.
In a faraway place, a brilliant star eradicated disease.
Well, that's why I'm curious about FanFest,
before
because
destroying the self-same lives it had saved.
you know, he's mentioned he has so much to tell about the game that they're gonna do a live letter before it. Are they gonna take the game in the continued more solo play direction they've been doing? Or do they have some sort of plan in the MMO sphere to be a part of that? Because both are perfectly valid choices, as long as everyone knows what they're getting. Party Finder, Duty Finder, NAY to alleviate data center problems. I've seen that talked about a lot.
Its people sought ever greater
Having
freedoms,
to
no matter the cost.
feel like you need to be on a certain server doesn't sound like a particularly good time.
They tried to buy peace with fire and steel.
What do you mean, Tommy? They plan to make some kind of update version of FF14 of like retail WoW? Oh, better engine and code. So yeah, you're talking about kind of like the big Legion update. The behind the scenes stuff. Good. Oh gosh, I don't remember that one. I think it's just dodge the arrows while being split. Okay. Nice. Oh dear. I'm helping. Hang on, I'm helping. Sorry if I'm making it worse for you. I think we're just going in circles right now. I think it's okay. Oh shit. Oh no, I did the thing. Oh, my run button's changed. That's what's going on. I must have not used this run button like this in 2024. I can't see anything. Shit. 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 I'm dead. Thank you.
And then one asked, what is the point? There were none left to answer.
Didn't really need it. That's my unequip button. Yeah, for some reason that stick has become zoom in when it definitely used to be my run button. I will fix that someday. Thank you for waiting for me.
Farther still existed a star without strife. Where none remembered life's trials.
But you gotta go first, you know, you gotta be able to easily and quickly go first person. It's very important in the heat of battle. All right, while I enter easy AoE times. AMA. You can ask me anything about Final Fantasy VI. Anything we've done, anything we've previously done. Anything we're planning. Parenting advice.
What is people have gained from ease? They lost.
And it'll stop when we get to a boss, because I will lose focus. Am I planning to do more Expedition 33? I do want to do the bonus dungeons, yes. As for beating Simon, the time of skill has well passed. That very much feels like just as a natural gaming event that I would have more fun with. I would rather go beat the whole game again and then do it when I feel like I have the skills. Banging my head against that wall for no reason but to do it doesn't really sound like that much fun. I would feel the same way about Mikola and Millennia and all the Elden Ring bosses if I had put it away for 2 months. How's the Warhammer army coming along? Very, very slowly. I can build publicly in the house. And I can go outside and prime, maybe. The real issue is the second I start to paint, I get complete aggro from all the children. And I feel like I'm pretty generous. I am a generous father. But I'm going to walk out of that situation with like 3 minis painted in under 5 seconds by a 5-year-old. And I love giving him that opportunity. But he paints very fast. And the struggle is more that it doesn't last. When he's a bit older and I know he'll like paint for a solid hour, 100%. Totally into it. Shit. I don't have my run. But yeah, and now it's gotten aggro from the 3-year-old. I've let him paint a miniature too, but I just got to be ready. I got to be ready for that. So painting is slowed down dramatically. And I've agreed with myself that I'm not going to buy any more models until I've painted the ones I have. Are these? Okay, the butterflies are facing directions. The paint smell is something interesting going over there. Yeah, it's also the brushes, and then you get out a small cup of water and like some paper maybe. Yeah, it's freaking thrilling is what it is. How can anyone resist? Oh no. Oh, I thought I was gonna be super cute. I was ready to be really cute there. Aw. Aw. Nope, my health has ended. I was all prepared to do a perfect dash dive in. Thank you for the heals. Great heals. Ooh, gonna need that. Would that actually be an upgrade for me? Over tome gear? Oh, well, I want it all anyway. What do I do when a child asks for food but then refuse to eat it? You basically go on cooldown is the best way I've found. You just kind of like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, little guy, but you just asked for X and you're going to have to wait a little bit while I take care of this other thing. Because you always got a mental list going. Thank you for the party, everyone. I'm going to go repair my shit. Favorite color is purple, like a royal purple. How do I get a baby to sleep? I walk. I do a sort of rocky walk while I hold them. And then eventually you kind of swing that baby hold down until you kind of got them like this. And then you can descend the baby, hopefully, into the crib bassinet situation. FF6 has a fish part? Is FX6 when we start adding fishing to the RPGs? When did this button get here? Is that button new? Does it work? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's really nice. It's thinking about it a bit, but you know, it got it done. Hey, well done. Well done. Wicked, thank you for the super. prepping and packing to head up to Boston for PAX East this weekend. I want to ask if either of you have watched the Final Fantasy Unlimited anime yet. No, we have not popped it open. I am very curious to check it out. I don't know how we're going to go about doing that exactly. Is there an episode number you would recommend? Or maybe an episode we could jump to do like a watch along with? Or should we just kind of like do a first 3 episodes kind of thing? But we do have it. It's right there on the shelf. All right. I've got my, we got our list. Variant's kind of hard. I did some book stuff. Oh yeah, book stuff. Did I succeed in doing book stuff? We did. We got a book stuff. Nice. Maybe we'll just watch the first 3 and then have a chat about it. That might be the easiest way to do it on our own separate time. So we can talk about it as a total. Yeah, there's still plenty of book stuff to do. But as this is a whimsy stream, I can change whatever I'm doing whenever I want. And I think I'm going to... I don't know, y'all said the Pelu Pelu thing had a shit ton of XP. We just did some battle content. How do I do the Pelu Pelu thing? Well, hello. Okay. But our output for Final Fantasy changed itself to a nearby screen, so I need to fix that. My mixer is no longer in official support, sadly, from Rode. They normally do a pretty good job about updating their old stuff, but it seems that they've started sunsetting my mixer. So it's starting to get a little buggy here and there. Technology. All right. A new enterprise. Well, hey, the first thing I looked at. Yeah, they want me to upgrade to... They tried to make like a Rodecaster Duo is the name of it. They tried to make like a small version of their mixer, but I guess they decided it didn't sell well enough, so they've kind of moved off it. This Blue Garb Pelu Pelu. Will you be doing an FF5 video? Yes. That'll come out Friday. That'll be the Friday video. It has been fully edited. It's currently uploaded. I need to do a little bit of SEO optimization, blah, 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 and all that kind of thing. But it will come out Friday, immediately following my stream. Maybe meeting with him won't be so easy after all. Ma Blue said he'd be around here somewhere, though. Ma Blue. Oh, Val the Adventure, excuse me. The mighty warrior had traveled the length and breadth of Tulal, taking in its myriad of sights, sounds, and smells, even those within the otherworldly dome. I thought this was a different kid. The savvy haggler who helped the Third Promise acquire a saddle worth 10 pel in thousands column, despite starting with a mere 100. My inner abacus is clacking away. You're the missing piece I've been looking for. The missing piece of my brand new enterprise, that is. I'm sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I'm just so happy to finally meet you. I'm Leeplu, a merchant. No way. You don't say. Until recently, my business was bedclothes, all woven from the finest alpaca wool. At least you believe in your trade. My dear friend Mablu told me all about you. I hear you gave her a nudge she needed to embark upon her journey as a peddler. I can't begin to thank you enough. But I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today. Val, how would you like to become a special advisor for the trailblazing tourism venture? I call it the Tarali Travel Agency. Of course, you'd be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets, not to mention the wealth of exciting experiences. You don't have to answer right away. But if any of this rouses your interest, please come and visit me in Okahanu. We can go over the finer details there. I'll be waiting for you along with the rest of my associates. The drums are very fun. Well, where are we going? Intrepid. Map. I can't wait for FF6. Has to be my favorite FF game, with FF9 being a close second. I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. I hope that Garrett yields and lets me be the villain. I want to be the villain. That's all I care about in terms of the actual execution of it. I don't know how it plays, how it updates from 5, what the job system is. I just want to be the voice of the villain. We'll be co-oping using the controller split. We're going to be playing on computer Pixel Remaster. We have a copy of it on PlayStation, but I believe it's one of those that has some weird translation issues. And there's all sorts of like deleted content that we're just not going to worry about. Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming. Right. Here goes. Welcome to Kozomaku. I butchered that, excuse me. It's been a bit since the Dawn Trail. Oh. Though I did like that weird cat man in the tower. He should have been in the game more. The one that was really into it. Into this particular part. We did, Sid in 5 was Professor Farnsworth, so yeah, Wook Evu, yeah. You've mastered the Hanu Hanu greeting, but I wouldn't expect anything less from someone so well-traveled. Allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Pelu, the founder of the Turali Travel Agency. With me are my brother. Yubli, and my Hanu associates. We'll be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the Ascension ceremony, weren't you? Am I going to be able to do this as a level 92? But then why would I get any XP for it? Okay. Dawn's servant Wilclamont spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better, of how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smile on our faces. Well, those words certainly left their mark. The capital's residents are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. You see it too, don't you? An unmistakable business opportunity. Well, that's precisely what the Turali Travel Agency comes in. We'll answer that burgeoning demand. Our goal is to help revitalize the community as it attempts to rebuild from the Great Storm. Promoting tourism destinations will provide a much-needed source of income for the region, and with it all the benefits that follow. Of course, we wouldn't have this conversation had we not consulted the Hanu beforehand. After much discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside a tract of land by Doc Poga for development. Wouldn't you believe it? The villagers are flocking to join our staff. As Sleeper said, the people are eager to learn. It's him in the back. As Sleeper said, the people are eager to learn about the fellow Turali, and we Hanu are eager to share our culture with them as well. But first, we're just going to build a normal hotel, but then there's going to be a vacation club. Much as when you helped us revive, we hope to welcome many outsiders into our home, and we may know one another better and enjoy each other's company. What better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative? Of course. Yes, the Hanu Hilton. The Garden Walk. The best Western Tural. Of course, tourism is an industry new to Tural. This is unfamiliar territory for many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assure these concerns than someone who roamed far and wide and met with countless Turali from all over the continent? I am not comfortable being a part of this, but I'll do it for the completionism and the XP. The core of our business is to provide accommodating and guided tours for the local area. As we speak, Wilclamont is putting her shipwright skills to use, heading the construction of our base of operations by Doc Poga. From sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs, everything in between, we're working hand in glove with the good people to make sure this venture benefits everyone involved. Still, there are a few things I'm worried about. The guided tours, for example. Visitors will journey here and make a reservation at the office in Tural, and we'll have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we can't expect our customers to handle themselves like you can. That leads us neatly back to my proposition. So, how about it? Can we count on you to help our special advisor, or to be our special advisor, while the travel agency finds its feet? Consider yourself advised. That is true. I could have a sign like that. I knew I could count on you. Wonderful. Although I am loath to put you to work straight away, I would seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours based on our knowledge of our homeland. We'd benefit greatly from the input of worthy travelers like yourself. Honest opinions only. It's a great time for a talk. Perhaps you could accompany Val and appraise the tours as well. I'll stay behind and oversee the construction with Wook Evu. A fine idea. Guides, please wait in your respective tour locations. I will take Val to each of you in turn. When you're ready, just say the word. I am keen, as the Hanu Hanu are, to hear your thoughts. Finally, an umbrella. Don't take away my umbrella from the cutscene. All set? Now then, our 3 guides have planned 3 unique tours, so we will speak with them one at a time before proceeding to the next. Start by paying a visit to the Genu Hanu in the Fields of Gold, who I am told wish to showcase local industry with a focus on the village and the reed fields. Let's go. Yeah, those clouds are kind of going crazy. Probably some AMD enhancement thing I haven't figured out how to turn off yet. And there's a lot of them. One of the graphics cards I looked at yesterday, in the madness that was yesterday, it said it produced the best the graphics card could do was 30 frames a second. But with the power of AI, it could get it up to 60 by offloading to the CPU the generative frames that the graphics card couldn't handle. And they were selling this like it's something somebody wanted. Like, first up, I'm a graphics card. Allow me to burden your CPU for free. Sweet. So that is why I built, or got it an AMD machine yesterday, because I have a 4090 in the main machine that's currently being repaired by Doghouse. And it's freaking amazing. And when I bought it, it was a perfectly reasonable graphics card. And now it's like $3,000 for just the graphics card if you want to buy it as a consumer. So I went AMD so I could just like avoid all the weird shit they've done to keep making consumer graphics cards. That had AI in the marketing material? Yeah, yeah. Timbo, I will say the brand of which I purchased, I will give zero particulars on what I was able to pull off yesterday. But the stream is running and it is not crashed, nor has anything I put in it reached 100%. Some things are currently at 97%, but it is not 100%. Currently not 100. I'm glad you're here. I almost couldn't bear the wait. Right, let me explain the concept for the tour. First and foremost, I can see that this is a chance for our customers to understand we Hanu, and where better to learn than right here among the reed fields. After all, reeds are at the very heart of our cultures. Just cast your gaze across these lush fields, and you'll get a sense of what defines us. I think tourists would kind of enjoy this, I guess. Isn't there a monster in the field right there, though? Or is that a Hanu dude? Okay, no, it's a Hanu dude. Okay. Oh, that'd be out of harm's reach at least. My thoughts exactly. As safety is concerned, staying close to more developed areas would be wise indeed. If you allow me to make a suggestion, why don't you show the visitors of the village before you take them to the fields? Oh wait, excuse me, this isn't a bird. This is the businessman. Then they can get a sense of what day-to-day life is here. Yes, I think the plan is coming together nicely. To summarize, if we begin by guiding guests around the village, they'll see how reeds are so tightly interwoven with the Hanu culture. That way, they'll appreciate the precious resources growing in your paddies all the more. I was so excited about showing the visitors fields, I hadn't considered that they might like to learn about our normal everyday lives we Hanu too. I appreciate the suggestion. Consider also having a range of handicrafts on offer to the visitors might purchase if so inclined. Perhaps a mix of practical household items and more esoteric trinkets, charms, and the like. A small model of Wooklamot that's also a pencil sharpener. All right. Let's head for the breath between necks. Zelhali has proposed a walking tour of the river and ought to be waiting for us there. Oh, we're getting it out of the way, right? You know, when the tourists show up, we're going to turn off the rain. It is raining quite hard, though. I'm going to walk. Just like the tour would want me to. I think this tour is going to blow. I don't know if this is the right call. No, I can't say. I'm not emotionally prepared for a critique of what I did yesterday to make this computer run. Didn't I get... Wait, hang on. I got a mount that I don't know what it does. I'm gonna equip it. Oh. Oh, it's like a... Oh, it's like a fancy version. Oh, that's pretty sick. Is there a reason it was going so slow? Or am I just big and my perspective of speed is now terribly wrong? I think my perspective of speed is all wrong. It's too large. Well, if I don't have a riding map, I would have died when I did hunt trains. I would have been left in the dust and I would have never gotten the nuts that I required. I completely lost track of time. My attention was whisked away by the endless water. Yep. If you didn't already know, Kuij means big tongue in our language. Hey, if you're uncareful, you might find yourself slurped up and taken in the current. You know, I bet the insights into the language like that would provide a hit for the visitors. I'm glad you think so. But I'm still a little unsure of the plan. The idea is to guide the guests along the river, explain the language and local history as I go. But is that really enough entertainment? No, don't work in fishing. That's fine. Why would I bring... They're already nervous. I'll go... I'm fine with that. I like a good educational tour. Hearing that from someone so tries to... I appreciate your advice. Whatever form the tour takes, I want to make sure our guests leave completely satisfied. I'll be sure to confer with Lip Blue as I hammer out the details. It's time we went to see Xenu Hanu. He proposed a magical spelunking tour in which visitors can marvel at the natural beauty of the world beneath our feet. To cave. May, thank you for the prime. I want to go on a magical spelunking tour. That involves no crawling As long as I don't watch any late night YouTube videos before it. Wait, I want to see the magical cave. There you are. I was feeling lonesome waiting for you to arrive. Let's get this straight to it, shall we? Cave Kikilota, Kikitola, is the source of many minerals and medicinal ingredients. For generations, been held as a sacred site of healing. I'm sure visitors were enamored with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the village is long and arduous, and the interior is rather dark. I feel it might not be suitable to reward a reward for the challenge of simply getting here. Give the cave's visitors could try a hand at collecting medicine. What? No. All the fiends? Are there? Are there fiends nearby? It's right there. You could build a staircase. Yeah, this is fine. I think our customers will appreciate visiting a place that holds such spiritual significance for the Hanu Hanu. Xenu Hanu mentioned that the Hanu come here to gather minerals and medicines. That sounds like it could make for an enjoyable activity for the visitors to take part in. Imagine if they could have their findings made into souvenirs. The possibilities are endless. But, as he said, the cave is somewhat remote. We can't discount the possibility of tour groups running afoul of fiends on the way there. Perhaps we'd be better off reserving this course for more seasoned travelers. I must say, you two are full of fine ideas. I'm excited. I'm starting to get excited. Just give me longer. I'll have my plan ready. Well, with that, we've heard all 3 proposals from our guides. I'm sure you're tired of all that traipsing around. Let's get back to OK Hanu, shall we? I actually wanted to see the cave. I guess this is the cave? With a bit of lichen? Is this a cave? Or is this more of a mesa underneath table? Because an archway is not a cave, but a series of archways would be a tunnel. It is a pretty set piece. But it might be like a gentlemanly error. Because there's clearly a lot more places you could spawn the Hunt Train Fates to diversify their locations. But as a designer in the back of your head, you've been thinking the whole time like, oh my God, I can't like move these around because the hunt trains are going to have to work extra hard. And those are volunteers. And they're going to have to put in extra work to find all the things because they have multiple spawn locations. And you know what? We'll just not use half the map. I'm going to ruin someone's good time. Sorry to have to take up so much of your time, but you helped address the guide's worries and brought some excellent suggestions to the table. While we are out there, a question I've been pondering came to mind. What exactly is it that we're selling with the Tyrol Travel Agency? It's not as simple as peddling produce or providing a service. If we're unsure, we have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer, but hearing those proposals made it crystal clear. We're in the business of ephemeral experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment of a visitor's stay and ensure they leave with wonderful memories of that last a lifetime. That way, our customers will be sure to fall in love with the Kozamakua and its people. I can practically hear my inner abacus clacking away. Provided we hold fast to our principles and remember that we're here to service our customers above all else, I'm completely confident that they'll have no qualms about parting with their hard-earned pal. The Tyrol travel agency will be synonymous with experiences both exceptional and unforgettable. I'll have to drive that message home when I promote our enterprise in the capital. Then there's the matter of making sure the benefits outweigh the burden of the Hanu. There's so much to do. But before all that, how about we take a look at our soon-to-be built base of operations near Dock Poga. Knowing my brother and Wook Evu, I dare say that they've made remarkable progress already. True story, says Naotakun. I had a dream last night that you two played FF13 and were surprised it was so good. I assume that'll be the beginning of it because it's probably great in terms of controls, but what is it that drives people so insane? I don't know. Was it a product of its own hate-fueled time and grrr woman character? That kind of lines up with where I would mentally put it. I actually don't know what year it came out. But fundamentally, it kind of sounds like it might drop the story ball at some point. I would love to be that guy. I would love to like it. And just enjoy it and be like, everyone else is wrong. This is something that totally speaks for me. But I make no promises. I've got my own pile of deal breakers, and they're usually tied to plot threads left unfolded or uncreative idea usage. So far, the Pixel journey has been so campy and fun that I haven't really thought about story too much. The corridor simulator. I mean, there's always going to be grinding. Yeah, that sort of critique is hard to know from the outside if that's going to be bothersome. You'd love to hear a discussion with Jesse about it. I didn't know Jesse. I know Jesse knows a lot about all FF, but I didn't know 13 was one that he would be interested in discussing. There's also a bit of newest FF is bad syndrome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's something. I'm really glad I got to do my week off there. This was a really cool break. It was scheduled based on my 6-year-old school. I did not take a spring break because I personally needed one. So it was really healthy that I had a break when I just did not mentally require one at all. I wasn't burnt out. I wasn't looking forward to it necessarily. I wasn't like, oh, here it comes. Finally a big break. Oh, I need this. I was doing fine. And that kind of left me with like a lot of work thoughts continuing throughout the break as I just kind of like process things. And one of the weirdest ones was just like how nice it was to play Metal Gear Solid so long after the fact. It was so political. It was so of its time James Bondsy sexist. And like those two things were just, it was kind of fun. And you could just kind of be like, you know, the 90s, what, you know, and you just kind of had fun with it. If that exact same story came out today, it would be way too political. But we don't want politics in video games. But looking at it through that historical lens of even just 30 years ago, it was a great exploration of a shit ton of ideas that clearly the creator was having during that time period. And just one after the other, he'd be like, oh, have you heard of the so-and-so theory? And you're just like, yeah, maybe that came out that week when he was making it. Some, some political thing in the news, or just some like ideology. It's like when you try to read Joseph Campbell today, and Joseph Campbell wrote like the hero's journey stuff. It's interesting. It's cool to see stories broke down to their simplest themes. But some of the issues with like Joseph Campbell is around the time he was writing it, Freud had just came out. And he just wouldn't stop talking about Freudian shit. And it's really nice when a thought philosophy lets you take the whole world and put it in a neat little bucket, but it's not that clean. And you can't just take the newest idea and just like apply it to everything. So you sort of like have to like tweezer out the interesting parts that are his and kind of ignore all the other parts that are of his time. Right, and he was justifying it with like a Freudian... Yeah, exactly. So the hero's journey, a fascinating idea to break down things, but also, yeah, the women can't be the heroes because it's not tied, because the hero's journey is tied to the male experience. That's ridiculous. No, I absolutely think Kojima does political stuff today, but it was just very interesting to explore that story without the stakes of comparing it to today, even though any game that goes over political things, you can go, oh, I could make a comparison to today. What I'm saying is, I think that by the time we get to FF13, it's going to be a lot of fun because we'll be far enough away from 2009 that we can likely say there was probably some other shit going on that made people dislike it. And taking it as a product of its time might be okay. I mean, being applicable, it's a Cold War kind of story. The whole James Bond thing is very much a product of the Cold War. There's a lot more fun to be had. Like going to the zoo. Maybe. Seven out of 10's pretty good. Apparently, they're already starting construction. The blueprints have been finalized and the materials are on hand. Once the work is finished, then the countdown can really begin. Here's hoping for satisfied customers, and more importantly, happiness for all involved, be they Hanu, Pelu, or adventurers extraordinaire. It's so wonderful to have you on board. Let's work together and make this a stunning success. Oh, well, I'm glad I unlocked that. Oh yeah, I didn't participate in that console war. What do you say we get this thing built? Also, it is so nice to take a game not even out of its time, just out of its opportunity cost. Which I think is something that more modern Final Fantasies suffer a lot from. And there was also an article, like, I saw it on my phone, I didn't read it in full, but Yoshi P said something along the lines of, he's concerned that Final Fantasy isn't a household name because the games don't come out as frequently as they used to. Which is a really simple thought, but 100% true. Like, if you were... It's like Star Wars games, too. You could just back-to-back only play those games. By the time you explored the previous one, the next one is out. You could just live and breathe it. And it was that much easier to be a fan. Yet a host of challenges remain. Their goals can be realized. As special advisor, your duty will be to offer support and guidance and embark on an exciting new enterprise. A society quest unlocked. Oh, and we now purchase wares. We got the emote. Level 93. That's an interesting thought, Botheon. I would say it's also because of the quality, but on the other hand, quality is not a concern for most Pokemon games, so what do I know? Well, I think the argument here that Yoshi P is making is the quantity in this case is what's more important. And when you get into opportunity cost, which is strictly a consumer fan problem, it's sad when the thing you don't want comes out if the thing doesn't come out very regularly. So, like, when I was covering Heroes of the Storm for Blizzard or following Dota, when I was really into Dota, if a hero came out and I didn't like him, no pain. Because I knew in a month or 2 months, I'd have a new hero that might be my jam. But let's say they get up on stage and they announce the next job for Final Fantasy XIV, and you just go, oh, shit, that's not for me. That's a long wait. If you were really looking forward to another job. Pokemon just keeps becoming different things, and I think that's really healthy for that franchise. Didn't the fighting mobile game have some, like, store issues? Like, you can't get it around the world everywhere? I will agree to that. What was it? Octopath Zero? Was that the most recent one? I heard nothing about that. It was a great game. It was really fun. It was really cute. And that lack of hype for it, with the message that is very much, we made this for those of you who want a turn-based game. Like, we made this to satisfy you oddballs out there that don't want our real games, was almost like the message. And then there was no message that was stronger or more exciting than that. So if you got it, you wanted it, you got it, and you're like, sick, this is exactly what I want. But there was no one really to talk to about it. So it just kind of felt flat. I did see the video with Ben Starr. When I saw it, it only had like 7K views, or 70K views. Let's see, where'd that go? I feel like I had very few. I love the idea of it though. Yeah, they keep making these like, what RPG should you play next? But they're not getting a lot of views, which is kind of weird. I kind of want to just turn off the view button in my own personal account and just watch things I like. Like Deadlock has a button that lets you turn off any rank notifications. You won't know if your points go up or down if you're playing a ranked match. And that is healthy. That's great. I think I'd like that option in any game I play that's ranked. I don't need to know that shit. I just play a game because I want to be X level. It's not a reason to watch something, but it is a reason to watch something new. And I think it definitely, it draws the algorithm, sure. I mean, I would not have watched a weird crying clown with a screaming set of teeth in the background if it wasn't for the view count. But that was the Digital Circus, and that was a great watch, and I had a lot of fun watching it. But there's no way I would have clicked on that. Yeah, the Capcom thing's interesting. Yeah. But that is where this particular adventure ends for now. I will be back tomorrow morning, doing this every day this week. Grab my 3 dailies. Wait, which one? What should I? Can't I get them tomorrow? You don't have to do them now. What does that mean? So if I just pick these up. Oh, so I can complete 6 tomorrow. Ah, okay, cool. Thank you for the optimization. Cool. I will explore this tomorrow. Won't reset until you turn in. Cool. So I can get a nice little stack of them. Is this a like a transforming area? Is it gonna like actually build? And it actually looks very well established. Maybe except for this thing might build up. There's a few areas for upgrade I can see. Has it changed without me? Builds up. Cool. So this is an unchanged land right now. It's for me. It'll only change when I level up. Perfect. Awesome. Client side. Yes. Excellent. Okay, cool. I'm gonna head out. I'm going to go have some lunch. I will be back on this channel later today playing some Deadlock. That's the new Valve MOBA shooter game that I'm really into right now. I'm going to do that for fun. Join me. Check it out. And if you need an invite, just let me know in the Discord. Maybe we can figure out a way to get that. So I'm going to play some Deadlock later, as is my current obsession. And I'll see you all tomorrow for more FF14. But for now, bye. I'm gonna go have lunch. Bye now.